How about now? Told you I wasn't quite ready. Technical difficulties. Actually was hoping, oh right, Fortnite Gamers hosting. I actually was hoping to be able to turn up the volume a little bit. I went back and was listening to some of my, why will this not save, dummy? Anyways, I went back and was listening to some of the streams, and I thought, man, I think I need to tweak the audio a little. What do you guys think? I think it's sometimes hard to hear. It's like it's too deep. My voice is too deep. And oh, are we gonna get stuck? No, we're good. And maybe the volume's too low. So anyways, I was hoping to mess with that. What do you guys think? It's all good? I'm always a little quiet. Let's see what we can do about that. I think we can fix that. I think I know what to do. Bear with me. How's everybody doing today? It's a beautiful Saturday morning here. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Kids are cleaning the house. We've only had one major meltdown. It was a bit low. The Twitch commercials blew me out. Okay, let's see if we can turn that up a little. I'm trying to figure out which audio input is the right one. Let's see. Oh, there it is. That's it right there. Oh gosh, it's already all the way up. I wonder. Bet you there's something I can do on here. Oh, maybe there's something I can do in here. Aha. Volume. There we go. Does that make any difference at all? Does that sound louder? Twitch is quiet. Delayed with views on your screen. Uh-oh. Yeah, definitely delayed with views. Better? Better. Okay, good. We'll keep it like this. Perfect. Excellent. Okay. Gosh, we could have done that like 80 hours ago. Think of all the good stream video that I'm going to have to tinker with the audio on. It's all good. It's all good. That's a bit better. Good. That's what I like to hear. There we go. Good morning. How's it going? I didn't answer the question from the beginning of the stream the other day. You started out but got squirreled. What was the question? What was the question? Ask me again, Tyson, because I don't remember now what the question was. Turn it up to 11. Rock out. Rock out. When I start singing. Oh, happy to see you guys. I actually think today I had this like realization as I'm trying to crawl myself out of bed. I had this realization that I think I'm finally getting quarantine crazy. Even though I've actually been back to work and I've been out of the house a few times, I do feel like I'm going a bit quarantine crazy. That's what I think. About making a DIY stream deck. Someone else asked it. I noticed you never answered then when I watched the playback. Yes, thank you, Tyson. And you did send me the stuff about the stream deck. And that's actually, it's an interesting idea. Now, so I saw, well, somebody was making one out of a Raspberry Pi or something, right? The stream deck, I guess, is it Streamlabs? Somebody has a phone app that you can use. So if you just have an old phone or a tablet, you can use it like a stream deck. And that's pretty cool. I'm actually in the process of, I was thinking about it today. I want to make a list of all the things that I want to put on my stream deck, because now that I've finally got the Home Assistant, whatever you want to call it, I don't know if it's an integration or an app or whatever. It's for the stream deck, and it turns things on and off. Actually, I didn't even realize my lights weren't on in the office. But I got it working, and so I can now put like tons of stuff in the stream deck, and the stream deck has like an unlimited number of menus, and mine has 15 buttons on it, and I can program those buttons for whatever I want, and then you just switch to a different page and you program that page to something else. It's $130. I mean, you probably try and find it cheaper. Fail emoji today? You bet. I plan on failing. Just got the YouTube chat. Finally, Matheson. Thank goodness. Are those nuts worth anything for the streamer? No, I think the nuts are the nuts are like my currency to you. Yeah, 130 for what? I think that's what they cost. What does the Stream Deck cost? Hold on. We're going to do this. We're going to do this right. We're going to do this right because Blade got us so hooked up. We're going to go marker, Stream Deck. Okay, there we go. And this all came about because somebody, and I don't remember who it was, Tyson's right. Somebody was asking about a do-it-yourself Stream Deck or a build-your-own Stream Deck. And that's a good idea because the Stream Deck's pretty cool, but it's actually pretty simple, and it's very expensive. Whoa, what is wrong with her? Yikes. She's falling out of her dress. She needs a seatbelt for those things. Keep them in the dress. Stream Deck. Okay, we got people subscribing, we got people following, and I'm missing it. We're going to do this one for you. Yeah, look at this. Crazy talk, man. $150? Are you out of your mind? All right, I got cheered 3. Thank you very much. So yeah, the Stream Deck it's basically just like a little macro input thing. That was a nice dress. She was almost wearing it. That's right. That's pretty much true. Stream Deck Mobile is a subscription. Oh, that is lame. That is lame. Well, I didn't pay that much for mine. I think I got mine at Best Buy last, like, not quite Black Friday, but I think it was Christmas sales. I think I paid less than $100 for it. But it's really nothing. Like, I remember I watched somebody about somebody tearing it down. Here's a fat uni for you. Put in the favorite things. Yeah, I put it in the favorite things, but I wouldn't buy it from, especially since it's like, okay. And then here's you can get this wimpy one for $100 with 6 buttons. This is the one I have. And then now they've made this one with 32 keys for $250. Are you out of your mind? It's $25 a year for the Stream Deck app. Yeah, that's still though, man. That should be a one-time. I hate those subscription things. Except Nabukasa. That one's good. Could use a Tensy board, some momentary buttons, and a 3D printed case. You know what it is? It's just I was going to build something similar, but I was just not worth the time and investment. Yeah. Buy 2 of the 6 buttons, and then you get 12 buttons. I do like the idea. Check Discord. Okay. Sorry, I'm in streamer mode, so it doesn't ping me. Was this the one that you sent me before? Oh, this is the Google Play one, the Stream Deck. I'm pretty sure. And maybe it was because I bought a Stream Deck. I touched my face. Maybe it was because I bought a Stream Deck, or maybe it was just OBS. There's a way that you can, put those kinds of things on your phone, and you can interact with OBS and Twitch. Maybe it's Twitch. Maybe it's directly through Twitch. But anyways, I think it's a good thing. Basically, it's the HA switch plate, right? That's what I've been using, was the HA switch plate. And the HA switch plate's really cool, and it's really customizable, but it's really hard. Like, there's no beginner level HA switch plate, right? If you guys don't know what I'm talking about with HA switch plate, because it's been a while since we messed with it. This is Luma, who's a super genius. I love him. And he came up with this way to use these little Nextion displays and a D1 Mini, and then interact with Home Assistant or whatever else through MQTT. So he went and wrote this. These Nextion displays have like their own language that they speak, and he went in and basically made a translator that translates their language to MQTT. And it takes like a ton of automations and Home Assistant and stuff to do it, but it works. And you can go in and customize these things and now you can put icons in there, which is super cool. I haven't done that yet. But you can put icons in there, and this is how I have mine installed as well. I mean, I have mine in the light switch like this, in the wall. All right, Jeffrey Phillips, thank you for subscribing. We're going to do this. We haven't done unicorns yet today. So anyways, but the setup of this and the customizing of this, like even to be able to go in and do those things, it's not super easy. It's certainly not as easy as the Stream Deck. This is actually quite easy. It comes with an application and you can go in and customize what the little picture that's on the buttons, and it's got a bunch of add-ons. I could open it up and show you what the Stream Deck software looks like because it's pretty cool. Look at the picture I sent. Let's see. Wait. This one? No, not that one. This one. This yours? You did it? Wow, look at you, Tyson. Good grief. That's awesome. So you got this mixer here. Is this you? Really? Is that yours? It must be, because nobody else is watching this. Rip. What if I said you can do all the same, but using ESP Home and give up on MQTT and talk directly to Home Assistant? I think I've heard about that, Valcob. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. So there's an ESP Home. There's an ESP Home to Nextion translation thingy, something like that. Is that what you're saying? Well, the Stream Deck is really cool and it's really useful, but it's just way too dang expensive. Here's what the software looks like. So this is what's on my Stream Deck, and I can change this, and I've got several different profiles here. And I've started to tinker with a Home Assistant, one or two. So here's a few other things that I've got on mine. I installed, oh, this is what I was going to show you. Over here, they do have like all these different things you can add on. It comes with some of them already added, but there's some people who have made new add-ons like this one for Home Assistant. And there's a Home Assistant one that does a webhook button, and there's also a Home Assistant one that is, I think it's this Twitch Tools? No, this one. This Home Assistant button. This one uses a long-lived access token. So you go to Home Assistant, you set up a long-lived access token, you paste it into this, and then you can basically do anything. You just tell it what service, what domain, or what service, what entity, and go. You know, so you could trigger automations, you could trigger scenes, you could switch individual things on and off. So it's pretty cool. There are some ways to even make it display things, and it can do stuff with your other, like here's in your system, you can do hotkeys and open windows, and you can run multimedia stuff. You can open a website. So it's not just, it doesn't just control OBS. It doesn't just control Twitch. It can interact with your whole system. And I'm pretty sure it does Mac as well. I don't know, but definitely works just fine with Windows. That's what I've been using it for. Anyways, it's fun, but yeah, it's way too expensive. And when I saw somebody do a teardown of it, it was basically just like a touch. It's a touch plate behind here, like a touch screen, and they just have the software that's divided it up individually. And when you touch it, it's just like a capacitive touch thing. It feels like buttons. It feels like it's springy, but it's really just you touching the screen behind it. You know, Corsair K95 Platinum got Stream Deck functions. Oh yeah, let's check that out. Let's check that out. Oh my gosh, what is that? Oh, nope. Doesn't like that. So it's a keyboard. It's a keyboard, but you can put Stream Deck. You can like program Stream Deck stuff into it. I really like on the Stream Deck that you can very easily customize the pictures that are on there. Like you saw my pictures when I'm touching, you know, when I say, oh, we're going to do unicorns, I'm pushing the unicorns button. Right. And I've got it set so that when I press one, see how it kind of changes like that? Crazy in quarantine contributions. Stay safe. Thank you, Timmy. That's fantastic. Appreciate that, buddy. I got writing an MQTT plugin and got sidetracked. Oh, not thinking Tinker. You're very welcome for the git ignore. I was surprised it wasn't in the repository already. It should have gone in there, but because I thought I put in there specifically for it to include the git ignore so you could see it, but apparently it didn't. I know, right? I'm live streaming. It's like all I do. What's up, baby?
It's so early.
It is early? It's 11. It's almost 12 o'clock. Did you just wake up?
No.
No.
It's so early for you streaming, I
You
feel
think so?
like.
It's because I just got out of bed. All right, the doc is streaming. Raspy, how's it going? All right, hope he's following. Let's do, what should we do? We haven't done this yet. Okay. Did you guys doing chores? You having fun?
I'm doing my chores.
So anyways, if there's, if anybody knows other ways to, make a Stream Deck-like thing, then yeah, let's share them because it's a good little thing, but I don't expect everybody to be paying the money for it like that. All right, Pedro Lopez just subscribed. Thank you very much. Let's do this one. It's nice that the stream is early enough for the UK. It's 3:48 a.m. Dane, where are you, brother? You must be on the other side of the world. You just waking up? I hope you're just waking up, not just still up. I was watching DigiBlur stream last night, and I noticed a bunch of people in chat that I haven't seen in forever, and I think it's because he's streaming late at night, and so he was catching people that were probably like either other side of the planet or in the US, just on a slightly different time zone. Posted a link earlier for the Tensy board version I made. Okay, cool, Creative, awesome. Where did you post it? You posted it in the stream chat thingy. Stream chat thingy. I think, hey, Jeff, thank you very much for the great start into home automation. You are welcome, my friend. You are welcome. How's things going for you, Jeff? You getting it? You having fun with it? In chat? Okay, good. Sorry, there is a lot of perfect time. It's 1:48 right now, Eastern time. William, and you're in Canada, eh? Question, Mexico Matt's got a question. Let's do it. You know much about Philips Hue or HomeKit? I just set up a Home Assistant VM, and now I'm having major issues with Hue and HomeKit. Not sure if it's related. I have played with HomeKit very briefly. In fact, that's one of the things I'm fixing to unfix or fixing to deinstall from my home assistant because I don't use it and I don't know what it's doing. And I was trying. If you see in the Travis stream was talking about squirreling, and then boom, the doc shows up. Is that right? I heard my ears. Oh, something's happening in the stream. Cheer 10, thank you very much, Miguelis. We're gonna just do some of this. What was I talking about? Let's build one. What was I talking about? Sorry, I'm so sorry. I was talking about something. Oh, we were talking about HomeKit. Anyways, yeah, so I'm having a lot of errors. And if you see the stream of the title of the stream is, I'm having a lot of errors in the Home Assistant. And I think I wonder, did it put the whole thing in the description? Because that was new for me to type in a description. But the description I put, something like it's affecting my performance in many aspects of my life. But it is a bother to me that Home Assistant gets kind of bogged up, and it was happening this morning. Thank you very much, Clempat. It was happening this morning, and it was bothering me a bit. So I wanted to start tearing into it and fixing it. That's why what you see up here is my logs file. And I actually was doing this a little bit last night. And I don't have anything too horrible in here. I cleaned out some stuff, but I don't know how entertaining or fun or even worthwhile that is going to be to do that, to go through that. But it was an idea that I had as I was having my quarantine crisis this morning. How am I doing? Still healthy? Thank you, Mari. Yes, I'm healthy. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I use HomeKit and it works, and Hue should work fine. If you want to go to the Discord server, maybe we can figure it out, Mexico Matt. Thank you very much, Ikafar. Thank you, my brother. Oh, I hear my Gracie having another breakdown out there. I don't know what it's about this time. It was about piano practice a little while ago. Did you guys see the bug video? Here's what's amazing to me. Let me just show you something here with the bug video. Let's see if I can hide a little bit of stuff and show a little bit of stuff. So the bug video, here, I'll do it this way. The bug motor video, and I get that, oops. I get that it's not what most people have been watching me to see. But, oh man, damn, it didn't work. Anyways, we'll do it this way. But I was very surprised to see this. So here's the analytics that I get. And it is the worst rated video of the past 10 that I have released, which includes the pocket meter, which nobody liked, and the robot vacuum. Like, ouch. Like, ouch. I think I just need to post it in a few other places so that there's people who are more interested in DIY EVs that will watch it. But I did see plenty of the faithful in the comments, so I appreciate that, fellas. It is a change, but it's a passion that I'm enjoying. So I'm gonna spend a good part of this afternoon out there in the garage. I think it was a good video. Thank you very much, Nick. Yeah, I'm gonna spend a good part of this afternoon in the garage because I need to get the tail lights, the brake lights, and the turn signals working. I got the headlights working, but as I mentioned in that video and probably in the others too, this car had a engine fire, and so they redid. All right, Blade, thank you very much. Bug looks great, Z's. Thank you very much, Blade. That is so cool. What did you drop in there? Like potatoes. We need to make that a little bigger so you can see it, see what's going on in there until it gets in the way. I can't let go of it. There it goes. Anyway, so I had an engine fire, and so one of the things that they did was all new wiring, which is great, right? I mean, you got a 50-year-old car, and here they've put in all new wiring. So I have like no wires that are rusted or corroded or anything. It's really awesome. It's not potatoes. Oh, what is it? Oh, it's somebody's face. It's somebody's head. Is it your head? It's not my head. It's got hair on it. Anyways, but I think they never finished the rebuild after they replaced, or after the engine fire. They started, but they never finished. And when I was tinkering around with it, I think it was yesterday or the day before, the turn signals and brake lights were not working. And so there's some place in there where I think maybe they didn't finish the wiring. So I'm going to end up spending a lot of time out there in the garage today, almost rewiring it, or some of it anyways. And that's okay, because there's a lot of wires in there I don't need. You know, all the stuff that goes to the normal engine and stuff I don't need. So anyways, that's what that's about. Google cares if you hit the like button. Clearly not enough likes on the bug videos. Thank you, Idaho Joe. I was very happy that everybody who did watch it well, I don't know if everybody watched it put a like, but everybody, I didn't get any thumbs downs, which I was kind of surprised about. Next video for Quinn LED Dig Uno, and you'll get lots of visits. Will do. That's coming for sure. Do you guys using Bluetooth and MyFlora? Having lots of issues with Blue Pi 1.3. Reverting to Blue Pi 1.1.4 to solve it anyways. Oh man, sorry Martin. I'm not too savvy on that, my friend. I'm sorry. That is awesome. Violent Poo is. If you guys aren't seeing the Twitch chat, it's quite entertaining. These guys are drawing pictures. Violent Poo made a squid. Fun fact: Tesla invented AC electricity, not Edison. That's right. Edison wasn't Edison. Oh, what? Wait, the DC AC battle. I don't remember now. Doctor, medical question. I'm all for it. What do you think about drinking sodium hydroxide like Trump recommended? Some people shouldn't have a microphone all the time. You know, yeah. No, it's probably a bad idea. I wouldn't do it. Actually, hydrogen peroxide, you can rinse your mouth out with hydrogen peroxide. I don't think I would put it in your lungs, and you certainly shouldn't inject it. But there's others. Listen to your doctors, not your politicians. Yeah. I don't want to get political, but in that moment, he just should have kept his musings, maybe this would work, to himself, and asked his medical consultants afterwards, and they would have very quickly said, no, you can't Can't do that. You can't rinse out your lungs, or you can't inject, these disinfectants. Yeah, the disinfectants like rubbing alcohol will kill these bacteria or these viruses and all kinds of other stuff. But if we could put that in our bodies, we would have done it a long time ago. Like, not just because of this virus. Like, that would have happened, hundreds of years ago, probably. But anyways, use a blow dryer to disinfect your throat. Go for it. Yeah, that was funny. That was funny. Anyways. And then, of course, it's politics. So you've got enemies, right? You've got enemies that will just go after you. And he goes after those reporters. And so when they get the opportunity, they're going to go after him too. But anyways, I will never, ever be a politician. No way. Let's see. All right. So what, who else is having anybody else having troubles? Anybody else having issues they want to work on while we're here? Or we can start poking through my thing here. The other thing that I want to do, do we have any of our Hyperion users here? Jaguar. It would have worked, but you'd also be dead. They're all too comfortable with each other in the briefing room anymore. Yeah. Does this count as touching my face? All right, Hyperion here. Fantastic. Now let me ask you a question, Envious84. Let me ask you a question. I want to set up one Hyperion Pi for my office, and I want to run separate outputs and separate inputs. So I want to have one Pi, and I want some of the LEDs to be behind my computer monitors. And I want the input from those to be what's on my Windows displays, right? The Windows, whatever it's called, Windows screen capture for Hyperion. But I also want, and that's more important, secondary, if possible, is I have those LEDs on the TV. There's a little TV over here that's for the Xbox, really. I don't use it very much, but it's, when you play Xbox, when Dawson plays, it'd be kind of fun to have it working. So I would like to use that HDMI input and then output to the WLED board over there. So that's what I want to do. I can't get it working with UDP RAW. Mark, I bet you it's the port. What port number are you using? And DrZzs for president. I don't want to be president, but I would not mind being supreme leader. So today's just a free-for-all, right? It's just a freestyle. We're doing whatever. There's a title to the video and there's a description, but whatever. We can do whatever we want. So I have a master's degree in healthcare administration as well. And I got it after I had finished medical school. And so everybody who was in my class was always asking me, why are you doing this? Like, you're a doctor. Why are you in this class with like administrators or in this program with administrators? And my answer was, only partially joking, my answer was, because I want to be the Darth Vader of healthcare. Because I want to be like, this is the way it should be. And if everybody just does it my way, it'll work out fine. And I don't want to discuss it. I don't want to talk about it. I just want you to know that I figured out the right way to do it, and this is how it's going to be. And I would only do that when I was sure. But anyways, imagine DrZzs and Frank as supreme leaders of the world. I don't really know how good either of us would be at solving social problems. For Surgeon General, the Surgeon General right now is an anesthesiologist in the U.S. Oh, like Trump, yeah. Yeah, but and just like him, I wouldn't want to have to deal with Congress or any of those things. I just want to tell people how it should go. Okay, enough politics. It's killing me. I can't do it. Hyperion, woo! We could do another Hyperion install. Check. Had to check. 19446. I'm pretty sure. Well, mine's not even plugged in right now, but I'm pretty sure that's right. The place to look. Are you using WLED? A ton of free Stream Deck alternatives. They use Android or OS and a PC client. Ooh, Darren, post some links, my friend. Post some links. The king of ventilators. How's it going, Grigors? How's it going? Oh, somebody. Oh my gosh, look what happened to the. What happened? Did you see that? Did you see what happened? Was that because of Ruperto? Ruperto, did you drop some stuff in there and things went flying out of the cup? That was fun. Automate the world. That's right. How's it going with editing the past live streams? It's actually going pretty well. I've done a couple things. One, I went to Twitch and I downloaded a bunch of them. Two, thank you, Raspy, for subscribing. And then the second thing I did was I'm actually recording while I'm streaming. I'm just recording the whole thing. So we've got those two things going for us. And then Blade has it worked out beautifully. All right. Subscribed for 2 months. Nice. Currently on one. Raspy's on a 2-month streak. Fantastic, buddy. Thank you. And the markers are working very well. So, and who can do the markers, Blade? There's a few people that can do the markers. If I've made you an editor on Twitch, you can do the markers. And there's a few, I can't remember who. VIPs. I think I made all the editors VIPs because there's a couple different options. But yes, I think you can do it. So, if I'm talking about something and you think, oh, this is probably a good thing to remember, you can just do the / oh gosh, now I just made an edit in this file. That'd suck. You can just make, no, forget it. Anyways, you can do it. Have a list of the VIPs and mods if you need it. Oh, fantastic. And I can add more. I can add more because I think having more markers in the streams is good. I don't care if there's a marker every few minutes. That's good. So the more markers we can get in the streams, the better. So the more editors we have, the better. I don't know what other powers that gives editors. Oh no. 2-year-old daughter's having a breakdown. Go take care of her. Ikafar's a VIP. Maybe, maybe not. Am I the only person who finds Tasmatized Sonoffs too unreliable? It's Andrew, I think it's hit or miss. I have had some that have been pretty unreliable, and then I've had some that have been rock solid. The first couple I installed with like Tasmota 5 point something, and I think we're on like 8 or 9 now. They've been solid. The back porch, the front porch, the toy room light, those are like the first few ones that I put in, and they work great. They work great, but not always. There's definitely some times where things just go a little bit bonkers. Can I get a red marker to be a grammar corrector too? That's about your Wi-Fi being meh. It probably is. I'm a fan of Shelly and the integration with Home Assistant. Never had any issues. I'm still a fan of BH Onofre's. I was just about to get a big shipment of BH Onofre's in from Bruno, but then this whole Corona thing happened. Stock Shelly that keeps dropping off the network until a reboot of the Shelly. Oh, it's grammar. Hey, Sydney, thanks, my friend. Appreciate that, buddy. Whoop. I hope you get to drop some beans in the bucket or something. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. What have you been up to, Sydney? What you been working on, man? Feel like I haven't chatted with you in a while. Maybe you've been here the whole time and I just didn't know. $4 through Super Chat. And then here comes watch these big things fall. And they're going to blast some stuff out of there. Ah! That's fun. Never had a problem with Shelly stuff. Very happy. What do you think about the announcement YAML to GUI change? I think it's good. I think it's the right thing to do. I think it's right. I think if Home Assistant's going to be more mainstream, that's what they have to do. And that's good. But I do also like that I think in all the important ways, they're still keeping the option there for anybody who wants to go in and just write code because they are comfortable with it. Croth is checking out the Twitch side. Always leave a message with the voice assistant. We'll say back. Yeah, leave a message. That's right. When you do, thank you very much, Sydney, for the tip. And anytime you do that, anybody, when you do a tip or whatever, if it gives you the option, put in a message because it'll say it out loud for you, and it'll be part of the stream. That's kind of nice. It's kind of your way of being able to say something. Just doing schoolwork, not much on smart home projects. Oh, that's cool. What kind of schoolwork you doing, man? What are you in? Engineering or programming or something? Needs to be more accessible to gain more of a following. be the front runner for automation. Yeah. It's already, I think it's by far the most used open source option, sort of DIY option even. But it might even just overall be the most, I guess a lot of people, their smart home is just based on, Betty or Google Home. Cybersecurity. Oh, cool. Cool. So you learn to be anti-hacker. Yeah. And either way, if in my split of things, either if you want hands-on stuff, you want to get in there and dig around, then you want Home Assistant. And not everybody's going to want to type in their YAML, but they can do some user interface stuff and it'll be fine, and they can do that. And then if you want to be totally hands-off, then just go to Google Home or Betty and be done. Because everything works with those now. You just get their, integration. If you don't care about your data, where it goes and stuff. Node red. It is user-friendly mostly. Yeah, it is. Don't make me page you. What did I do? Oh, because of Node Red. I have a lot of buttons on my header. How do you navigate this on mobile? Well, this is the mobile screen. Oh, Grandma's here. Wow. Grandma hasn't been out of the house in forever. This is what it looks like on mobile. And I just make this the mobile, the first page. So when I open it up on mobile, this is what pops up. This matrix here was just a test. I need to change it. And I actually don't need these air conditioner ones here. So I've got a few things that I need to modify this. It's a work in progress still. This is the one that I use most of the time. This is the one that I usually have here on my little hub next to my desk. Shows me all the things that I really care about. Gives me some music options. Lets me know what's going on with the air conditioning, heating, my restart, Home Assistant, and reload automations, my media player here for music. And then it gives me this readout of all the lights that are on. So I can go through, and if I know nobody's in the basement or whatever, I can turn the lights off. And then, of course, we're cranking out. It's a nice sunny day in Utah today. We are cranking out 7,600 watts of power. Breeze blowing on the grass in your background is stopping the geese from getting to their destination. I did notice that. When I looked at this one, I was like, oh, the geese aren't flying. They probably should be, but that's okay. No, Paul Hibbert and Smaller Home Solver. No, I saw that Paul posted something that Reed had called him out about Hugh, or I didn't catch it. I saw that just this morning on Instagram as I was waking up, kind of looking at Instagram with one eye open, that Paul said something about it. So it'll be interesting to see. I don't know. Hopefully it's all good natured. I didn't watch it. I know Reed is a super guy. I've never met Paul. I know he can be, Paul seems like he has a salty side to him. So hopefully he's not actually upset. Paul's was funny. All right, I'll have to check it out. Those can't be Canadian geese. They would be attacking the photographer. Really? Is that where all the aggression goes? All the aggression is in the geese? Don't you need external electrical power? How much the investment for your installation? I still do need external power. Like this doesn't create all the power that we need. And that mostly because we don't have a storage. Like I don't have a battery storage for it. I think by the time, cause I bought the panels and stuff with the intention of installing it myself. And then I realized I was not going to be able to do that. I was just working too much and I was too busy, and the panels and the inverter and everything sat outside under the porch for like 6 months. And I hadn't even thought about how I was going to do it. So eventually I just paid somebody to come and do it. The grand total investment was about $29,000, but it's a big system. It's 39 panels, 11 kilowatts of potential production, and a 7.6 kilowatt inverter. So I make, like on a day like today, I'll make 60 kilowatt hours, 60 plus kilowatt hours of power. And in our house, without the air conditioning running today, I don't think we'll use 60 kilowatt hours. We might because we've got a lot of computers running and stuff. Time to DIY a Tesla wall. You know what, Chris? Have you done that? So somebody else said they had some Tesla batteries. get Paul Hibbert on the stream. I would love it. I wonder if he would actually ever do that with me. I'm a little guy. Paul's a bigger guy. I don't remember how many subscribers he has, but there's a hierarchy in YouTube. Actually, Paul did come and give me a comment on a video once because I had mentioned him and somebody told him. I would like to hang out with Paul. We're the bald guys. I love the way he talks. He's just a funny guy to watch. I'd like to hear his band play. If you're selling back to the grid, American equivalent, it's not really too much of an issue, as you will likely still make money is only using power at cheap times. Yeah. And that is what happens. We sell it back. Like right now, at this moment, we're not using 7.6 kilowatts. So what's happening is most of it's going, our meter's spinning backwards, right? It's going back to the grid. And what they pay us for it is, and I got locked in at a good rate because they were changing the rates. They were going to start paying people less. If, based at a certain cutoff, they said, okay, we're going to lock in this rate for the next 20 years or something. But if you don't lock it in by installing your solar panels now, next year the rate is going to be lower. You're going to make less money when you sell your solar power back to the power company. So that was the motivation for getting it done when we did. And I think we make about 10 cents per, I guess it's kilowatt hour. I don't know. We make about 10 cents, where on the low end, if we're not using a lot of electricity, I think we're paying like 8 cents, but it quickly gets up to the 12 and 14. And I think there's even an 18 cent tier, but we haven't gotten up there in a long time. Do you know what the timeline is before the solar panels pay for themselves? It's all a matter of how much you use. My estimation based on what we were using at the time was like 5 years, because I got them pretty cheap and because we were using a lot of electricity. Late to the party. Hey, JC, how's it going? Get Paul on, man. That would be so funny. That would be funny. All right. I'll have to reach out to him. I'll reach out to him. I was thinking that, or you guys could too. You could tell him, go ahead, go tell him. And then I'll tell him too. I'll reach out to him too. And then we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. Do I use PV output? Can you integrate into Home Assistant also? Yes. And I did use PV output until, actually I have to sort out exactly where my sensors are coming from, but I'm pretty sure that right now my sensors are coming directly from my inverter. So this information is coming directly from my inverter because my inverter is a Solar Edge, and I believe Solar Edge has an integration. Yeah, they do. And it was part of a newer version of Home Assistant. I can't remember what version this became a thing in, but yeah, so this is it. So Solar Edge gives me an API key and a site ID, I guess, and I put those in, and that's where I get it from. But if you don't have an inverter that has a component in Home Assistant already, then PV Outpost or PV Output is the great way to do it, because then you can you upload your information to them, and then you can download your information to Home Assistant. And pretty much every inverter will let you upload your information to Solar Output, whatever it's called. Been following the channel, and I've set up my Home Assistant a couple of months ago, and it was going great with the great videos you have put together. I'm from Lisbon, Portugal. Okay, thank you, Paulo. I kept waiting for you to say that something broke. I was reading it going, oh no, he's going to tell me it was all going great, and then it all just crashed. I saw Glenn. How's it going, Glenn? Paul has only 20,000 more subs than you, so he isn't a lot bigger. Oh, well, good. Good. Paul's a good dude. I like watching him. All is working. Okay, great. Well, that'll be fun. Let's get Paul on this stream. That'll be fun. This is like evening for him, right? He's in the UK, so this time period works for him. Need some advice on automation. All right, here we go. Automating lights going on in stages, okay, via automated scenes, but it keeps overruling other scenes like movie time. Oh, okay. You're doing it through automations, Ronald? The first thing that comes to mind for me would be condition. So in the automation that you want to take a back seat, which it sounds like is your dusk and sundown automation, make a condition that says, as long as this other scene is not active. And I don't know if you can. What you might have to do for that I don't know if a scene active is a condition by itself. You may need to create a binary or input Boolean. I think it would be an input Boolean. That would input Boolean binary sensor, something like that. One of those two. Probably input Boolean. And the input Boolean would be switched on whenever the movie scene is active. And then when the movie scene is not active, you have it switch off. So you'd have to set that up as an input Boolean that you set up that says, you know, or as part of the scene for movie time. Part of the scene for movie time is to switch that on. And then whenever you switch to a different scene, you need to switch the movie input Boolean back off. There might be a more elegant way to do it than that. That's just the first thing that comes to mind for me. Because that way, if your sundown thing starts to happen and movie time, the movie time input Boolean is on, then when the sundown trigger happens, it'll look at the conditions and it'll say, oh, it's movie time is active. So I'm just going to ignore the rest of this step. I'm not going to continue, right? Oh, that's right. We have helpers now. So maybe you can do it by setting it up in a helper wouldn't be too hard. Is anybody markering this? Is anybody putting markers down? I don't know how helpful any of this is. So we would want it to be a toggle. And the name, I guess, you know, whatever you want to call it. Movie time scene. Okay, so now I just made that. That was easy enough. And then what you'd have to do is just tell when you go into your automation for your staging of your lights at sundown, just turn this on. Well, I guess when you go into your movie scene, turn this on. And then when you go into your automation for your lights turning on at sundown, you need to set a condition to see if this input Boolean movie time scene is on or off, right? What do helpers do? Helpers are basically these kinds of entities. So like I just made this input Boolean as a toggle. You can put a text input, number input, date or time, and drop downs. And basically they're sort of supplements to your automations and your so that you can do something like that. Exactly. You make sort of a virtual switch, or you make a drop down would be an input select list, right? Ferenc, you saw the VW? You can't find the add-on? What's going on? Oh, I see. Hey, would you reach in the fridge there and grab me a Dr. Pepper? Yeah. I'm parched. Just the big bottles. I think there's a few big bottles in there. I'm parched. All right. A helper is an input Boolean. Yeah, a helper is any one of these things here. It's a toggle, text, number. Thanks, buddy. Toggle, text, number, date, time, drop down. All those things are helpers. So, and they help to create automations and interactions and stuff. Big motor for that VW. Yeah. This is a learning process. And so I'm okay with making mistakes because I'm just doing this. Like there isn't anybody, well, I don't know. I'm using YouTube and I'm using, forums and blogs and stuff to learn. I even got a book about batteries. But I know I'm going to make mistakes. And if I were to, I would not advise anybody to use that motor that I got in a Volkswagen because it's too big and the Volkswagen is too small. So I should have used a different motor. And depending on how much I fall in love with this bug over the next, as I get it finished, I may end up switching that motor out to something else at some point. So we'll see. Dr. Pepper is what the doctor ordered. That's right. Got to finish off this one. All right. I'm missing a lot of this stuff here. We got. That was added in 107. They all show up in the helpers. But if you're in YAML, They're not editable in the GUI. That's right. Unless you give them a, I think, let's investigate this. I'm going to put in a helpers tag here. Unrecognized command. Oh. So you can see over here that I can't edit these because these are all made in my YAML, right? So I can't edit those. But this one, the stepper control one, I did make in this UI. All right, thank you, CAC. So I can edit this one in the UI. But, excuse my belching. But if you do go into the configuration, come on, really? Thought I fixed that. If you do go into the configuration and say, let's see, oh, I know in here, I just got a lot of my binary sensors still in here. So if I find my binary sensors here, well, binary sensors are not helpers, but the input selects maybe? Input booleans. Okay, so here's input booleans, right? So I got a bunch of input booleans. If I take this input boolean and if I add an ID and then I put in a bunch of stuff. So it's a unique ID. All right, thank you for subscribing, Vivek. Thank you for subscribing. We're gonna do this. So then I can save that. And then if I restart Home Assistant, let's make sure, I keep getting this. This has been happening all day. And as soon as I dismiss it, it comes back. Watch. Maybe not. Yep, there it is. It's back again. I don't know what device that is that's trying to log in, but I don't know. Oops. So we'll go back here again real quick and just make sure that I didn't break anything. And then we'll restart it. And then I believe once you put, is it node red? Is that node red? Oh, okay. My browser, something from Docker, getting the same login error. Oh, okay, good. It's a Docker IP. Okay. Did someone say node red? Oh, look at this configuration. Oh, I didn't like the ID part. Okay. Well, let's look and see. Maybe I need to do it a little bit differently. Because I thought you could do that. Multiple input booleans. No, I just want input booleans. I thought you could do that. Input boolean icon. I guess you can't. All right. That's too bad. That's too bad. I thought you could. Shoot. Okay. Well, never mind. Maybe you can do that for some things. I know that works for like the for automations. If you put something in your automations.yaml, you put an ID. It has to still be in your automations.yaml file, but if you put an ID in it, then you can edit it in the user interface. If you don't, you can't. I wonder if switches have IDs now too, though. What about that? Because that's a new thing as they kind of have been going more to this user interface stuff. Uh-oh. Blade needs me. What's up? ID is only for automations? I don't know if that's true. Have to remove from YAML and add to the UI. Okay. What did you need, Blade? Was it Blade or was it somebody else? How do we fix that error? I don't know. We can look at it and see. Oh, okay. Yeah, you have to remove it and then add it. Okay. That's too bad. Switch smart. Yeah. Come on. This is what I want. I want to see if you can put. Can you do that with any entities? I was hoping you could do that, but I guess maybe you can't. Not I, wasn't me. Automations, nothing else, I think. Okay, well, that's too bad. Okay, well, good. That we figured that out anyways. Arun, thank you for subscribing. We're going to do this just because it's been a few minutes. Whatever. Okay, so how are we going to... So does anybody know the source of that error? It could be... That could be part of... I saw that there was a 108.9 or something update now, right? Could be that that's where it's coming from. Oh, we got to fix it. We got to take that ID back out. It didn't like it. That's too bad. I was hoping that if you did that, it would let you edit it in the user interface. So I guess if you want to do it, you got to go back through and redo them all. Did you set up trusted proxy and trusted networks? I don't think so. Not on purpose. If I did, I didn't notice. Okay, you're live now. Okay, good. Trusted proxy and trusted networks. Where does that? What's that for? What's that for, Martin? Because I did not do that. Gotta stay hydrated. You're posting all on their own cards. You make them combined in one card. Well, you could make them combined in one card with like a vertical stack, if that's what you mean. Vertical or horizontal stack. You could also, could you do something? I wonder if you could template something. Maybe like, who was it that just did that? So Sir Good Enough on your video. What video was that? I don't remember. Anyways, no, I know that Amazon Echo, at least, or Betty, doesn't do everywhere. You can't play everywhere. So, and I don't think you can do groups unless you set up some other kind of, template automation situation where you put something in and it goes out to certain of them, which we did in Node-RED, and that was work. First time, Richard managed to get to the live stream for the first time. We get to celebrate that for sure. Bum, 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 bum. He's using, I think, the add-on causing the issues. It probably is an add-on causing the issues. Has anybody checked the forums yet about this? Because Node-RED is awesome. Let's see. Let's look at, I know that there was a 10... Oh, no, never mind. I guess this is what I saw. 109 beta 2, which I haven't updated to yet. It's probably Node-RED making that. Let's go. We can go look at all the add-ons. I know I updated them all. I don't know. I have no idea how to sort that out. I pulled up my logs. I pulled up the logs here, which is less intimidating than I expected it to be. I haven't spent a lot of time looking at this. You haven't done the latest update yet? Which update are you on, Leafs? Just restart the add-on for Node-RED. Don't say no. Don't say there's a problem with Node-RED. Blade, you'll hurt Blade's feelings. Where's Node-RED? It's in here somewhere. There it is. We'll just restart that, baby. I'm going to turn on auto updates because I like it. That login attempt fail is probably a camera stream failing. Oh, really? I get that all the time. A camera stream probably isn't loading right. Oh, well, that could be it. Only the operator of the computer has the problems. Ain't that the truth? That is the truth. So true. Node-RED never has problems. All right, so we restarted Node-RED. Let's see if it goes away. No. I did. Let's see. Nope, that didn't do it. Restarting Node-RED didn't do it. Let's restart it again. So it must be something else. Maybe it is a camera. That's a weird IP address for a camera. Gotta run, help mom. Any vids on 5-wire LED, Node MCU, GRB, WWW, etc. Back in a bit. Oh my gosh, Pat Mac. I don't know of any RGB WW Not sure about that. Hey, Darren. Broke your lock today, Jim? Uh-oh. It's from Docker, which Hasio runs under, yeah. Node Red isn't the problem. You're the problem. So it's not that one, it's a different one. So something is having a problem. And it might be, I turned on a few, like last night I was poking around in here and I just updated. I was trying to get rid of ones I didn't use, add-ons I didn't use. So I was poking around in here and I updated some and I probably turned something on that I didn't need. So I don't know, I updated something and something probably doesn't have permission and it's turned on and it's not got permission to do what it needs to do. So it's one of these. Maybe it's this one. Oh yeah, this Nginx is on. Let's stop it. It's not started on boot. Oh, that's not it. Could be... Oh, that one's not started, so it's not that one. Could be this one. I don't know. It's so go through there, and if anybody finds it, let me know. Oh, it's back still. So that ain't it. I still have not set up Nginx. No. Home Assistant in Python. So I don't have the supervisor. That was the problem. Oh, yeah. So you were trying to do it. You were trying to do it the hard way, Andrisk. You're trying to do it the hard way. Just, that's just with the VM. Just install the image. Make it so Home Assistant is the operating system, and then you don't have to worry about. There's so many things you don't have to worry about. I get login issues from 172 addresses rather than 192. Seems to be an issue using the Google Drive backup add-on. Trying to talk Home Assistant over the internal Proxmox virtual network. I ignore them. Oh man, I've not seen this so many times before. I think I've had it from time to time, but I've not seen that so many times before. Let's see if okay, it took a snapshot this morning. Let me go see if my Google Drive has the snapshot in it. Yes, there was a partial snapshot from, that was yesterday. Today's the 25th. Oh, no, there it is. Yep, it uploaded. So that's not it. At least for me, that's not it. Could be the Shelly or Sonoff cloud server. Okay, could be. 127 is internal, 192 or 10, if that's how your DHCP is set up, is external. To check your internal IP, install Portainer to see the networks it comes from. 172.30 is a Docker address. Yeah, I think you're right, John. I think you're right. Just reports an error. Yeah. Look in the supervisor system. Ignore DHCP. Install Portainer and it will show you. It's the only way. I don't know how to install Portainer. I know Renee's been wanting to show me how to install Portainer. It's not my DHCP. I'm not bothered by that error. I just don't know if that's a bigger problem. Let's look at these logs. So do you guys ever go through your logs? So here's the title of the stream for today, now that we're an hour into the stream. The title of the stream today was ban the IP and see what complains. Oh, that's a good idea too. It's going to cause issues. What is? It's an add-on. Portainer's an add-on. We'll show you which container has that address. I forgot that was an add-on. Okay, well, let's look at it then. Let's just do it. We're going to go to add-on store. And we're going to find Portainer. There it is. So we probably we don't want the edge. We'll just take this one. While we install it, we'll look at the instructions. It's an open source lightweight management UI, which allows you to easily manage your Docker hosts and Docker Swarm clusters. Oh, that sounds menacing. Docker Swarm clusters. Is that like some sort of a spell? Area of effect damage spell or something? Swarm clusters. It has been so easy to manage. It's never been so easy to manage Docker. Portainer provides a detailed overview of Docker and allows you to manage containers, images, networks, and volumes. Okay. Warning. Portainer add-on is really powerful, gives you virtual access to your whole system. While this add-on is created and maintained with care and with security in mind, in the wrong or inexperienced hands, it could damage your system. Okay. It doesn't look like we need anything. Let's see, full documentation. Let's just make sure we don't need anything. Okay, installation. Pretty straightforward, no different compared to the other ones. To be able to use this add-on, you do disable protection mode. Without it, the add-on is unable to access Docker. Okay, so we need to disable protection mode. Protection mode off. Oh. I think there was another, I think that might be part of it. I think there was another add-on I was playing with. I can't remember what it was when I went in there, and it said this, and I think I enabled protection mode. It's possible. That may be my fault. Well, it's always my fault. All right, search for Portainer. Protection mode switch off. Start it. Check the logs. Configuration. Restart the add-on when the configuration is changed. Example, configuration. Log level info. Agent secret password. Do we need that? I guess I must. An option to set a shared agent secret must also be set in the remote agent as an environment variable. Okay, if it's an option, we'll just leave it out. By default, all Home Assistant managed containers are hidden from Portainer. This is recommended since fooling around with Home Assistant managed containers can easily lead to a broken system. Access to these containers can be gained by going into Portainer settings, hidden containers. Then delete the listed hidden labels. Only do this if you know what you're doing. Okay. But is it still going to show me my add-ons, just not specific things that Home Assistant is managing? What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Okay, let's just start it. I think we got it. Auto update. I don't need to show it in the sidebar. I got enough stuff in my sidebar, for heaven's sakes. Okay, let's do it. Start. Yes. Just start it. Come on, get on with it. You have a backup, right? Yeah, I do. I just had a backup this morning. Actually, just a couple hours ago. It only hides Home Assistant, not the add-ons. Okay, good. Let's go down here and just make sure it's working. That's easy. Okay, seems to be working. Open Web UI. Ba-dum-bum. I'm not going to read that. Okay. Now what? 28 containers. Failure. Unable to connect to the Docker endpoint. We'll pull each endpoint to retrieve its information. Click primary. Okay. 2 containers. I'm just interested. This is interesting stuff. Wait, isn't that the IP address? Oh, 3310. So this IP address is 3310. 3032. Host system bridge. What do you think now? It's hiding everything. I only have 2 containers. I'm back. What's happening? Hey, remodel. We're just doing, we're tinkering around with Portainer just for kicksies. Trying to find out where this is coming from. I need to remove hidden. I do have more than 2 containers. Okay, so back in here. Only do this if you know what you're doing. We're going to do it anyways. Okay, here we go. Settings, hidden containers, delete the listed hidden labels. Settings. Hidden containers. So I need to remove these from the list. Add-on. I could just remove add-on, right? Delete all of those. Okay. Now we have 28 containers. I want to see how do I see the IP addresses here? Oh, there it is. There it is. It's this one. It's AppDaemon. It's AppDaemon. Right there. See that? There's the address. 303310. So it's AppDaemon. Okay. Well, that's easy. I haven't been using AppDaemon lately. I think what happened, if I had to guess what happened, when I was prepping my configuration to upload to GitHub, I went into the old HA dashboard, which is really slick, by the way, but Lovelace is just as good now. I went into the old HA dashboard and I messed around with some of the secrets and stuff, and I took out some things like some tokens and such. And so that's probably why it's having problems. So I'm just going to stop it because I don't use it, and I will not start it on boot anymore. And now we'll dismiss this, and it will never come back again. Well, that was pretty slick. Thanks, guys. What else can you do in Portainer? What else? What else is there in Portainer? That was really helpful. That was really helpful. Ring, ring. Rita is now following. Thank you, Rita. Let's do a train for you. All right. You've made your point. See how easy that was? That was pretty easy. It's token expired. Oh, that's probably it. Oh, token expired, I bet. Yeah, okay. You can break stuff and view logs. It's easy. Breaking things very bad. I can restart containers from there. I don't think I'll mess with very much in there. That's for sure. I mean, I'll do exactly what we just did. To be just kind of go through these containers and see. Because I'm guessing you can, if it says 26 are running, one of them is stopped. If there was any problems, it would show me here maybe, if they were unhealthy or something. And then I guess when you go in there, I suppose I can I go image? And what happens if I click on one of these? Gives me more information about it. Running for 6 minutes, when it created, when it started. Is this going to give me like, is this going to give like secrets or something? Oh, I can see how big my MariaDB is. Oh, yeah, let's look at that because I think that might be a problem too. You can see there's WireGuard, folding, Almond, Node-RED, Portainer, SSH, home panel. Okay, let's look at the next one. I want to see them all on one page. That's the way. I like it. Decons, MariaDB. Okay, let's go check that one out. Image name is required. Supervisor token. Oh, great. So there's some tokens for you guys. Did you guys grab those? Did you need those? Is those going to be important? How big is, how do I see how big it is? I don't know how to see how big it is. Yeah, you saw a token, didn't you? You saw a couple. I've cracked open the wine. First, my PC power unit died this morning, and now I still can't get my Xiaomi camera integrated in Home Assistant. That's it. You know, sometimes, Tony, just get back in bed. Crack open the wine and get back in bed. Oh, man. Thanks for those. Yeah. You have to get into the console. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Really? That's the only way to see how big the DB is? Okay. connect. This is probably dangerous. Stats maybe might work. Back to this list. Maria. I'm sure I could search, right? Stats. Memory 105 megabytes. Network usage, CPU usage. Refresh every 5 seconds. Inspect. More tokens. This is interesting. There's a lot of information here. I don't know what to do with most of it. Don't touch your face. We need a hidden tokens add-on. Yeah, I might have to use the console. I managed to check my MariaDB database size in my PHP admin add-on. Oh, it was 9 gigabytes. Holy crap, Brett. Holy crap. Mine's probably big as well. Is there a way to access my OctoPrint web server from Home Assistant so that I don't have to port it out? Yes, there is an OctoPrint. So hold on a second. Timesies on this. Matheson prep. See what. Let's figure out how we can check the size of that MariaDB database. Maybe who just did the MariaDB thing? Was it Sir Goodenough? Nginx. Let's check on this OctoPrint thing though. I'm going to put a marker because I've been interested in this as well, and I have it working. There is an OctoPrint. An OctoPrint component, which may now be part of... Oh, look, Jenny did a video about it. There you go. Jenny Pinky Wafer did a video about it. Oh, looks like Sir Goodenough did a video. Oh, no, that's Bearded Tinkerer. That's Bearded Tinkerer. And here's another guy that did one. But you basically can set up an integration pretty easily. You go in, this tells you how to do it because I did it. You go into OctoPrint and get to the API, and then you put it in here, and then it will give you information. And so then you can see this information from Home Assistant. You don't have to see it, like you don't have to open up a port to see it from outside. You can see it from Home Assistant. Can you control things? I don't remember, and I don't think you can. But I'm not 100% sure. I know it does sensors, so you can get things like you can get messages when the job's complete and a lot of stuff like that. There's also, and this is something I've thought about doing because I've been running my OctoPrint Pi way before I got into Home Assistant. I've been running my OctoPrint Pi for, I don't know, at least 4 years. And I've thought, well, maybe it sometimes is a little slow, sometimes a little sluggish. It's probably still fine. But there's an add-on. There's an add-on for OctoPrint. So if your Home Assistant computer, whatever you're running Home Assistant on, is somewhere in the proximity of your 3D printer, you can just connect it that way. So if you use the add-on, you should be able to just run your printer through the OctoPrint add-on. I have not used it. Has anybody used this? Highly experimental. Well, maybe it's not a good idea. Maybe it's not a good idea. PHP My Admin works. Is that what I need to look at? So that's another add-on I need to start. And yes, you're right. OctoPrint does have a really nice MQTT interface as well. I haven't used it. Is it safe to delete images which are marked unused? Woodcat. Where are they? Where are they and what are they? And my guess would be yes, but I don't know. Yeah, that's what I want, to be able to control stuff. Well, then MQTT, yeah. So you should be able to what in OctoPrint is controllable through MQTT. I haven't gotten into that a lot. See what I mean? Like even this, it just takes a bit for it to like start up sometimes, and it looks like it's disconnected, but it's not. It's just loading. So just loading this thing is taking a long time. I also have to admit, like many things in the past, I have not updated OctoPrint in forever. But I do think I installed the MQTT stuff, so it's probably going to show you my password if you don't have it already. Yeah, it does. It does show the password. Topics. Okay, we can go to this page. This page seems safe for browsing. No passwords. So event messages, progress messages, temperature messages. Oh, but is there not a way through MQTT to tell it like to start printing? Felipe, yeah, what are the advantages of MariaDB versus the default database from Home Assistant? That's a good question. Let's hear what you guys think. The reason I switched was because I was having problems with my Home Assistant database getting corrupted a lot. So I would go in to try and see the history of some sensor, and it wasn't there. It said, oh, sorry, we don't have any information about this sensor. And it was because the database had become corrupt. So, and after that happened a couple times in like 1 week, I said, I just need to use a better system. And I don't know anything about database programs or how they work, but MariaDB apparently is better. Hola, Felipe. ¿Estás bom? You guys are speaking Portuguese. What do you have Hasayo installed on? Okay, create SQL sensor to show the Maria database size. Oh boy, that sounds complicated. Did I miss a lot? You okay, Doc? Fixed them all? Yeah, no, we didn't fix any of them. Similar problems? Barry's having similar problems. Interesting. Sure would like to load faster. Yeah, I would definitely like it to load faster. Maria is a cool chick. How do we limit the size of that thing? Like, does the recorder still? Yeah, the recorder still works, but my recorder doesn't seem to be limiting the size efficiently. MariaDB needs more processing power. Not really for Pi2. Don't know about Pi3 or Pi4. Okay. Well, and I'm using a Nook. You can use Postgres. You can use a lot of different databases, right? I want to change Maria, but running on a Pi, so it feels unrealistic. The other thing you can do, and you guys tell me if I'm wrong here, but when you do, which you always do, right? You're not holding back. If you go to your recorder, oh wait, see, I keep forgetting that I have like multiple files. Packages, integrations, recorder. Here we go. So when you set up something like Maria database, you just do this. You go into your recorder and then you say the database URL, and then this is where the database is. That doesn't have to be on your, well, maybe, you guys tell me. Does that have to be on your Home Assistant computer? I don't think so. I think you could put it someplace else. So if you've got your database running on a different machine, and then you just reference how Home Assistant can access that database to put stuff in it, wouldn't that be good? No. Does that not work? It can be anywhere. SQLite is really only meant for testing development because it's easy to run in memory. But for real database performance, you want a more robust database engine. Often databases run on their own dedicated servers. I think it can be elsewhere, but I can't find a good article to do this. I wish I knew. It can be anywhere or any other database formats. Sir Goodenough did a MariaDB video. when you set up Maria, it gives you the, I don't remember how you get that URL. Set purge keep days in the recorder. I had something here. Let's look at the, now we're talking about recorder, so we switched. Can be anywhere. It's running the Google Cloud. The DB URL in Recorder allows you to host a database anywhere. Tell me this now also, pals and gals. The major problem with running Home Assistant on a Pi with an SD card as the main memory is because you're doing a lot of reading and writing. And a lot of that reading and writing is happening in this database. Is that true? Or is it other places as well? I thought it was because of the database. So if you were running Home Assistant on a Pi with an SD card as the hard drive, but you set your database to be someplace else, even, I don't know if you could run it on a USB drive, but maybe you could on a USB stick stuck into the Pi, or on a different computer somewhere that as long as they're connected, network connected, you can access it. Then wouldn't that eliminate the crashing and destroying of the SD card? Now I'm like Trump asking, can we put bleach in our lungs? Would that work? I would stay local without at least 1 gigabyte Ethernet line dedicated connection. Okay, because you want fast communication between those two? I don't. Are you doing better, baby? You've been having a rough day. You doing better?
Yeah.
You had your piano teacher help you?
I'm gonna go to her house and get a bow and arrow, my birthday treat, and my other things.
Okay. Hey, can you do me a favor?
Time, Mommy.
Oh, she's around here somewhere. You could. Okay. If you could run the database server on another PC, that would probably get rid of the SD card issues. That's what I was thinking, Ikafar. That's what I was thinking. But maybe, as Sir Goodenough is saying, the communication speed between the two devices would have to be good, very, very good. How's this quarantine? Oh, you're asking somebody else. I was going to look up the recorder options and try and set some recorder options because I thought I did. I mean, I don't want to limit it too much, but I guess the other thing is I do have Influx database for some important things. Wired Home Network is really fast enough for database. Good, Shreko. I like your name, by the way. Shreko. I like that. Possibly Home Assistant is outgrowing the Pi. As long as it's in your local network, it works great. Pi and database in another PC. Okay, Paulo, good. That's good to hear, see? Oh, I have a question wasn't for me. Yeah, I kind of thought that after I read it. Andres, thanks. On connection speed, I run SQL instance on the cloud, and it barely troubles the connection even at poor broadband speeds. Okay, cool, awesome. Well, that's good to hear. Use this SQL query, phadmin, to see what is taking up your database size. Oh gosh, Brett. Okay. But I need to do this my PHP admin. All right, let's get there. We'll get there in a minute. Let's look at Recorder for a second, because I had this purge keep days and purge intervals set, but mine were set higher than the defaults. So maybe I want them set lower than the defaults. Number of history days to keep in the Recorder database after a purge. So the default is 10 days, and the purge interval is 1 day. So I think purge 1 day is good enough, don't you think? Recorder resets the counter anytime you restart Home Assistant. Does it really? Wait. So you're saying if I keep restarting Home Assistant, then it never purges? The Recorder configure purge file has been deprecated. The recorded database is now purged every night. Oh, okay. See, I thought I read that somewhere. Thank you, Miguel. I thought I read something like that. So that's what it is. Okay, so it's just purged every night. So all you need to set is the keep days. Maybe I'll set less keep days. Let's just set less keep days and less than 10. I actually had mine set to 14. Oops. We can set it to 5. See what happens. Anything else I should do before we restart? You have yours set to 7, and the default's 10. Yeah, good on a Pi 3, but no motion, yeah. 32 days, Nigel. Hot diggity. Hot diggity. Check breaking changes 109. That must have been where I read it. I was probably reading the changes for 109. Keep 5, Dave. I don't see much need beyond that, yeah. I mean, I thought I would want to see, like, you know, for big averages over time. But if you want to see big averages over time, influx and, influx DB is probably the better way to do that. Because that would only be a very limited number of sensors, right? So you might as well just take those few limited number of sensors that you want to keep long-term data for and just pull them out separately and use influx DB for that. And then that way you're not storing the state of every switch on or off for, 10 days at a time. Yeah. So I'm going to set mine to 5. We'll restart Home Assistant and see what happens. Back to that OctoPrint question for a minute. Does anybody know what can you trigger from MQTT with OctoPrint? MQTT. Can you trigger, like, start a print? Can you specify which print you want to print if you already had something underneath there? Hey, Ant, how's it going? You want to get in the picture, buddy? You can come say hi to everybody.
Hi.
Oh, that's okay. They don't mind. Better to specify what you want to keep longer rather than have everything stay longer. Yeah, I think you're right, Sam. I think you're right. Don't see the need to keep more than 1 or 2 days. It's like you. I'm recording stuff that matters in influx. Yeah. Absolutely better with time-based. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm feeling like I want to go even less than 5 days. What if we purge every 3 days? Trigger a purge from the service if you want to purge immediately. That's true. You can too. Does that immediately decrease your database size? You can trigger save the environment, people. I have 7 days now, 1 day purge, and then automation at restart, repacking the database. And that's in your video, Sir Good Enough? I still haven't watched it, my brother. I'm sorry. I need to. Obviously need to. Are you using this? How are you finding the size of your database? Your Maria database, Sir Good Enough? Are you using this my PHP thing that a couple of these guys have talked about? Or are you using something else? Motion eye features performance killer on the Raspberry Pi 3. Yeah. All but the don't know how big it is. Okay. The repack's not in the video. Okay. All right. Let's restart Home Assistant. I do have my other buttons, but PHP My Admin. So PHP My Admin is an add-on I should start as well. Is that what you guys are saying? As much database as storage can handle with Maria database. As my storage can handle. Yeah, I think my storage does start to fill up though. I don't want because I think it has to load that data, right? Like Home Assistant has to load that. If you're keeping a bunch of days of history in your Home Assistant database, when you go up here and click, like, is it logbook or history? It might be both actually. It loads up all that stuff. Am I chopping up my database stream? I don't know. I don't know what that means. My database stream? You can create a simple sensor to see the size of database online in a card in Home Assistant like this. Okay, Paolo, let's do it. Show me. Show me, show me. And I know somebody else just tried to share that command with me. It's probably the same kind of thing. I apologize if I didn't pay attention to you. It's not because I don't love you. Just because there's a lot of messages for me to try and get through, and I only have a small brain. Meant for stream, you set up the database for a video. Oh, no, I don't think so. I mean, whatever I did on, no, MariaDB, I didn't do a video because I knew Sir Goodenough had just done one. Squirrel!
Huh?
I knew Sir Goodenough had just done one, so no, I did not make a stream for it. And it's pretty simple. I just followed the Maria database instructions, but still love you. You'll get there. Thank you very much, Shref. Did I say it right? Okay, there we go. Here we go. Oh, daily automation. Okay. Oh boy. Am I gonna be able to pin that somehow? Pin message. Okay. Sounds like you need to have a guest on your show. I always need to have guests. Never realized till today that it's an admin. PHP my admin. All right, so I'm trying to follow this. Okay, platform DB URL. Oh, so I don't need SQL database URL. Hey, long time subscriber. First, really? H2O? Frickers? First time on live, long time subscriber? We definitely need unicorns for you, my friend. Thanks for being here. Look for Sir Goodenough on YouTube. There's no videos on the Sir Goodenough YouTube site. Oh, it's not, his YouTube site is called What Are We Fixing Today? And there's his link. He'll share it with you right there. What's the matter, Paulo? Having trouble sending the code. Send it in Discord. Are you on Discord? Or you can send it in Discord or load it in a gist real quick. Just do a quick gist or paste bin or something like that. And then just send me the link. And we'll do it that way. Anybody using a hacked Xiaomi camera? Not me, Tony. I know. I'm sorry. You're still having trouble. You're talking about the what were those old ones called? The Defang ones. I have one, which is, they're basically Wise cameras, right? I have one Wise camera. Email may be better. Okay, cool. Whatever. If you got my email, shoot it. All right, Gunnarsson, thanks for following. Fat Uni coming across the screen. We'll try and shoot him with the. I think I'm getting better at where he is. Oh, I missed. Oh, now I know I missed that one. Dang it. He got away. How do you get the configuration valid thing? Oh, this is in server controls. So it's just configuration and then server controls, and it's there. But, and I shared this somewhere, and all my Lovelace stuff should be available on GitHub now as well. I have this button, which I love, and this button. These two buttons, but especially this Home Assistant Restart button. So this Home Assistant Restart button, if I tap it, if I just touch it once, it loads this Home Assistant check config. So if I just tap it, it does the Home Assistant check config service. This does the same thing as pushing that check config button, but then if there's a mistake, if there's an error, you get a notification. So the little bell, which you can't see because of the tip jar. So that little bell will show a notification if there's an error. If there's no error, then I can press it and hold it, and the hold action will restart Home Assistant. I'll use that one next time. I'm sure we'll restart Home Assistant again very soon here. There probably is not a command for my GitHub yet because I just barely set it up. But I bet you we could get one in a couple seconds. So I'm sure Blade has absolutely nothing else going on right now except making new bot commands for my GitHub. Hey, Carlo, how's it going? It really isn't in mine. If I go to server controls, I just have restart home assistant. Oh, I wonder if do you have admin turned on? Or whatever it's called, advanced or whatever it's called. Advanced mode? Do you have advanced mode turned on? Right here? And I guess the other thing is, do you have advanced mode and are you running what used to be called HAS.io? Is Home Assistant the operating system, or are you running Home Assistant Core, which is the stripped down version of Home Assistant that you can run in other operating, like as a program in another operating system? Me and Blade hang out and shooting a breeze. Oh, good. You two guys are awesome. Oh, you have sent it to me. Okay, thank you, Paolo. I'm going to look for it right now. It's in email. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know I had all these windows open over here. Don't need all that. Don't need all that. That dang Dream Machine's still giving me grief, guys, too. I don't know. I gotta fix it. Gotta figure it out. Gotta figure it out one of these days. Soon. Simple and cheap hot water recirculating pump that integrates with Home Assistant. Oh boy. Okay. So this is a sensor, right? So I'm going to just grab all this and we're going to set up a new sensor. Oh, come on. Copy that. Okay. Copy. Copy that. Roger, Roger. What's your vector, Victor? All right. We're going to go. I have not broken out my sensors yet. So that's one of the reasons why my configuration file is still quite large. Because remember what I said about taking, every day, breaking down my configuration a little bit? Haven't done it. Haven't quite done it like that. Oh, is it sensors? Yeah. Maybe not. What the bleep? There it is. All right. So now we're going to put a new sensor here, and we're going to paste in what Paolo sent. Oh boy, got some formatting issues here. Okay, we're going to we'll format this a little bit. We'll tinker with this a little bit here. Okay, so that's that. Now, my database URL, which is actually here in my recorder as this secret. So I can just copy this and paste that in here, and that will have everything that it needs. Split that config, boy. Split that config. Come on now. All right, does that look like it'll work? Just for viewing, if they have RTSP, okay, you guys are talking about cameras. You need your database user and database address. Yep, and I have that in my MariaDB URL, so that should work. Database name Home Assistant 2 might be wrong. Okay. How do I know? How do I know? Is it in here? Is it because it changed the name? You need to update the database name in the query line too. So I need to look at my MariaDB URL and see what the database name is. My MariaDB add-on. Okay, that's where it'll be. Oh, my nose is running again. Oh, things are blooming. It's blooming out there. Blooming. Where is it? Where is the precious? My MariaDB add-on. I wonder if we're going to have any passwords in this, just in case. It's so boring to have like all these. Database, I think I just called it Home Assistant. Okay. So now, Select table scheme. So I just need, oh, Blade's trying to get my attention, or somebody is. What? About to set up Home Assistant with SSL using AdGuard and Duck. Stop it. Don't touch your face. Yeah, it'll have passwords. Okay. Change to your, okay. Pretty sure you did because all the secrets leaked. It was you again, Mark? Your database string is in the secrets file. Okay. So if I go to secrets, I can find it. Well, I think I found it in the database, in Maria database one. I just called it Home Assistant, all one word. That's what it says in my Maria database config, that the database, the name of the database is just Home Assistant, which is probably the default. Okay. So how's that look now? Anything else in this query that I need to change? Yep, right here. I need to change it again. Right. So that has to match the name of your database. Okay. Information value length. Okay, that all looks like it should be okay. When are we going to set up different colors for the lights? Tomorrow, because that would require me to put my LEDs behind my monitor, which I've really been wanting to do, and that's been a bit of an indulgence for me. Let's try it. Time to watch it explode. All right, we haven't hit that fail button all day. Actually, we have, but we haven't really failed. Tomorrow? Do it. Okay, let's do it. Now we're going to go back here to my main page, and for who was it that was asking? Who was it that was asking about my reload button and such? Because now's the time when I will use this one. So I just click it once. Oops, there's an error. There is a problem with that. There's a problem with that sensor. There's too many problems here. I can't see them all. Oh gosh, they just keep coming. Gosh, I got some troubles right here in River City. Is the code for that button published somewhere? I have posted it a few times. Actually, I think the best place to find it is on, I think I did a gist. I mean, you can find it if you dig through my, yeah, here it is, Home Assistant Restart button. There you go. I might have two sensors. What's the error configured on line 52? Let's look and see. Yeah, that's going to be it. So maybe there's a spacing problem here. Probably this. I'm surprised it didn't give me any kind of an error before that. Let's clear that. Try it again. There we go. That was it. Oh, you just finally got the notification that I'm live, Nigel. Well, thank goodness. Not to toot my own horn, but that link transfer is freaking awesome. Yes, it is. Toot away, Blade, my brother, because you earned it. All right, so now that I press that once and I don't get any errors here, now I can press and hold it. And once that other little circle comes up, which you can't really see very well, but I can, then I let go, and now it's going to restart. I think. So those links, so the link transfer thing, what happens when I paste the link here is it gets sent, actually I think when anybody does, right? There's a Discord channel just for all the links that get posted in the live streams. So if you go to Discord, I've been getting pinged like mad. But if you, there's a live streams. Whoa. There it is. Live streams links. And anything that gets posted, oh my goodness gracious me. Come on. Anything that gets posted, the link is copied over here. So if you want to come back later and find those links, because, you know, if you, oh, what was that link? You don't have to scroll through the whole stream. You don't have to scroll through all the chat and try and find the links. They're right here. Someday, well, maybe we can transfer those into the video description. Wouldn't that be peachy? That would be swimmingly. That's not how you use that. I know. All right, back to this. Back to Home Assistant. Where'd it go? It's probably restarting. Yep, see, it's restarting. So perfect. It worked. Does that, what I just did does go in the configuration.yaml, or, you know, if you have a sensors, you know, if you broke out your config like a good boy and you have a sensors YAML file, that's where it would go. So it just goes under sensors. So it's in my configuration and it's just a sensor. The platform is SQL. And then you need your database URL, which is what you set up with MariaDB, or what I did. And then just make sure that this and this match the name of your database in your, remember to push to get. That's right, I can push to get. Well, let's make sure it works first, and then we'll do it. We'll push to get. I was actually, so I don't think I really have much in the way of OCD, right? Some people do and some people don't. I don't think I really have too much, but I don't like having, like, if I have a email, you know, it has that little thing, I have to clear it. And so like this thing here drives me a little crazy. So like last night, every time I was just making a little tiny, any little adjustment in any file in my configuration of Home Assistant anywhere, I had to like immediately stop, you know, send it to GitHub. And so, all right, so it should be there now. Let's find it. Let's find the sensor. Uh-oh, we got a message. Oh, new device discovered. I know what that is. It's going to say, oh, this is a connected board. And I'm going to say, no, it's already seen it. I can't stand notification badges. Yeah, that's what it is. I hate seeing Discord notifications on my taskbar. Yep. Pushing to get with a message. Oh, you did that, Nathan? Oh, share it with me, brother. Nathan, you have a card for pushing to get with a message. Oh, please. Yes, please. Share that with me. Share it, please, please. Share it, please, please. Okay, now let's check this out. Let's see. Let's find the sensor. Oops, not under configure. Oh, yeah, it would be under entities. Entities. And it should be something about database, right? Oh, not BD. Database. Wait, no. Database. Yes. Database size. Here it is. And there it is. Oh, man. Ouch. Ooh, somebody, did you just turn on the lights on my, did you do that, Blade? The lights just turned on my TV over there. We were testing that one once. You got it. Okay, send your repo. Yes, Nathan, please. Completely tuned off email notification except for VIP contacts. Wasn't you? Okay. It could have just been that it disconnected from the network and reconnected again. 1.9 terabytes. How is that possible? Maybe it's because, okay, Paolo, thank you very much. Maybe is the units not right? Are the units really megabytes or should that be kilobytes? I think it should be kilobytes. Do you think that's in kilobytes when it's recorded? Yeah, I think it's kilobytes too, because I don't have that much room on that hard drive in that. There's no way. Two gigabytes seems right. 2 gigabytes seems right. 2 terabytes is not. Are you scrolling those hidden WIOs? Yes, the hidden errors. Yes. I think it's rounded wrong. Is there a way to convert it? I would like to convert it to megabytes would be nice instead of in kilobytes, but if not, I could do kilobytes. I'll just go in the sensor and change that real quick. Yeah, holy smokes. No, I don't think so. I think it's recording in kilobytes, but we put on the sensor, we made it megabytes. We just said the units would be megabytes, and I think the units are kilobytes actually. 1024. Add another 1024 in the query. Oh, right here. You can make a graphic in Grafana with this sensor and see how the database grows. From my experience, Home Assistant resets the counter of retained days anytime it reboots. What do I use to manage Tuya devices? Did you convert them to Tasmota? Sorry, I just saw them in the entities list. I have not converted every single Tuya device to Tasmota. No, there are some that I have left with Tuya, and so I just use the Tuya app and the Tuya integration in Home Assistant, and it works pretty well. This lamp that's here on my desk is a Tuya lamp. It's not converted. So the reason that Blade and Mark and others have been able to turn on my lamp here is because we set up a webhook. But the way that it's controlled through Home Assistant is just the Tuya integration. You are right. So it is terabytes. Because we awesome. But China can see my lights, Ray. That's right, isn't it? What card layout customizations am I using? Custom button. I don't remember, a few others. Quite a few. So I need to divide by, you think I need to divide by 2048? Like I'm really pretty sure that I'm not recording, that I don't have a 1.2 terabyte or 1.9 terabyte database file because the hard drive in that machine is just not that big. So it shouldn't be, right? Shouldn't be. 2096? What? What did I type 2096? No. I don't understand what's happening. So, okay, what this is doing is it's taking the data plus the index length and dividing by 2048. Could be wrong. No, you need, okay. So it's not times 2, it's times, yes, okay. Let's try that. Thank you, Nikki. So we need to divide by 1024 times 1024, which is that, right? Okay, whoops. Michael's got us something else. Divided by 1024 megabyte from to the power of 2 squared. So is that the same thing that Michael just posted to? Michael says divided by, yeah, that's the same thing. Divided by 1024, then divided by 1024. Naki, who says that? I like that saying. Who says that? I can't remember that. Somebody says that. Science the bleep out of it. Mark Rober, he quoted that, but he didn't say the cuss. He didn't cuss. He just said something else. Anyways, I would think to get the gigabytes, you should be 124 divided by, and which is the same as divided by 124 times 1024, right? Oh, go. What's this now? Platform template sensor, friendly name, DrZzs upload speed value. I don't know what that is. I like that, Naki. I like it. You get into the problem with orders of operation. That's bytes to megabytes. From Rick and Morty. Okay. All right. I think does this look like it's going to work? And then change this to gigabytes? Oh, Matt Damon in The Martian. That's right. Need to divide by megabyte, not kilobyte like before. Oh. You having a hard day, baby cakes?
Yeah.
You think you stayed up too late?
I'm going on the golf cart with Cousin.
Oh, good. That'll be fun. That'll be a fun round. You be safe, okay? Okay. No, gigabytes would be this. Gigabyte information scheme. How's her eye? That's better. Yeah, it's pretty well healed up. It's amazing how fast kids heal sometimes. Kick that trampoline's butt. We need a new one. If you want gigabytes, divide by this. Okay, I like that, John. I'm gonna do that. I do want. Do I want gigabytes? Yeah, I do want gigabytes because it's always gonna be big. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna divide by that. I'm gonna make this gigabytes. Okay? Are we square now? Are we ready to try it again? Let's do it again. I need to just change this to be my default one instead of the phone because I always end up going back to this one. All right, we got no issues. So we're going to restart. Done. Then yes, divide by gigabytes. Okay. Wear eye protection when working with those electric motors. Oh, thank you. Did I not? What about GIB? I have no idea what that even means. Silent Brickable. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means. But we've been at this for 2 hours already. Man, this has gone by too fast today. If it works, please put it in Discord. We'll do, guys. We'll do. What, Pat Mac? No, I wasn't wearing eye protection. I do when I do, if I do grinding, if I do, some things I definitely do. But and push to get. It looks like, did it already restart? Nope, now it's restarting. Let's do the push to get now, because I'm pretty sure this is going to work. Okay, so we're going to plus all these. I got to go this. And now we're going to check. Oh, I got to put this in here. Oh, where was that card? Who was going to send me that card? Did somebody send me that card? Darren, was that? Great alternative for Stream Deck. Oh, cool. I wanted the link deck board. Oh, okay, awesome. Check that out. Here's a link Darren shared. I'll post that in here so that it goes everywhere. Thank you. And then who was it that was gonna give me that card to do the get pushes and such? Neil subscribed. Thank you very much, Neil. Do you like planes or unicorns, sir? Planes or unicorns? All right, there you go. Nathan, thank you. Awesome. You sent it. Appreciate it. Thank you. We're going to go look at it. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and just put a message here. We're going to say, Maria DB sensor config. Okay. Check. And push. And the CCTV. I did add the CCTV folder to get ignore, and it's still going. Did you notice that? I don't know why. It's in the viewNate.yaml in the Lovelace folder. Okay. I know. I keep doing that. I don't know why. It's in my get ignore. We can open my get ignore, but let's do this first because I don't care so much. It's there, and I'll fix that up. I know, Ikfar. I know. I'm sorry. All right, Nate. What do we got here? Hack sensor, system resources, mini graph card, home assistant to-dos. Ooh, I like that. Check and uncheck. Ooh, I like that. Custom Google Keep card. Ooh, I like that too. Wise front door, battery, Wise garage door, Wise Sense. Okay, gotcha. Wise Sense. I just like digging through here. This is like looking through somebody else's underwear drawer. Here we go. Finally, it's at the bottom. Input text, commit message. Custom text input row, commit. MDI get. Automation trigger. Oh, then you've got an automation somewhere, right? You've got a get commit automation. Gibby bits. Need it in Gibby bits. Okay. So that was your whole repo, right? So your whole repo is going to be in here. I may have to git reset. Yeah, probably. That's what I was afraid of. Well, what I think I'll do is just, I'm not putting anything else in that folder right now. I might someday. So rather than reset it, I'll just put it in a different folder and then put that folder in the git ignore before it gets, because the git, it looks like it read the git ignore once and it's not going to read it again. Okay. Thanks, Nathan. Oh, that's easy. You know what's nice is I can just save this right in my, right? I can just make a new file. I can just grab this. Do I need to make an input text helper as well? Probably, right? And then we're going to save this as, and we're going to navigate to secret plans. What happened to the plans they sent you? Packages, integrations. Remember how to make it an automation. Git commit. YAML. All right, that'll work. You'll need a couple things. I'm doing dishes currently, but I'll send you them via Discord later. Okay, I'll finish it. I'll finish it up later. Thanks. Runs a shell script, so I'll need the shell script. Yeah, okay. So I'll need a few things. So message me in Discord, Nathan, whenever you're free from your dishwashing duties, and we'll revisit this next time. Cool. That was fun. So let's go back here now and let's look at this again. New device discovered. Yeah, not really. And now we're going to be able to go here and find our entities. And we're going to search for our database sensor right there. And it is 1.8 gigabytes, which is probably true, which is probably right. And that's probably actually not too bad. You know? Get RM cached, then get add should work. Okay, so if I go back to that will reload Matheson, that will reload the get ignore. This will probably cause an error though without the rest of it, right? Somebody fell down out there. Get reset, then get add. That will reload the get ignore, deleting ignored files. Okay, cool. Let's do it. Let's do it. And then that'll probably be the last thing we do. And we'll probably sign off for today. I'm going to go to these add-ons, go to this SSH web. And then I can't remember what, do I have to be in a certain area here, or can I just do this get remove cached just right from here? According to Google. Twitch viewers is highest I've seen yet. That's right, Blade. We're trying to get it up there. We got to average 75, so we're doing good. We're doing good. We'll make a big push at it tomorrow too. We'll make a big push. We'll do another hype train thing or something tomorrow. Copy that. Oh yeah, we just determined that I couldn't copy and paste in this yesterday. Get RM remove cached. Oh, I need to be in the right directory. Can't remember which directory it was. CD into config. Okay. Now I can do it. Okay, so that will remove that, and then just get add again, right? and then git add. Okay. Git add with the dot. Git add with the period. Yeah, there's the dot. Okay. And now do I need to recommit it from here? This commit will do it now. Oh, I need to. Do I need a dot after cached? Oh. Sorry. All right. Oh, yeah, that's a Twitch subscribe. Thank you very much. Crazy. I don't even know how to say that, but I like it. It needs to be cached and then space dot. I'm sorry. Woo. Okay. Now redo it. CR Ecstasy. Oh, okay. CR Ecstasy. Now, does that because you have a CRX? Is that like your car? How many Twitch subs do I have now? We can look at it. I had 100 I think that might be 110. Unless we've had some more in the meantime. We'll look at it real quick. Not git add. Okay. Just git add. Okay. Nothing specified, nothing added. Maybe you want to say git add period. Okay. Okay, so then commit. An interactive Git tutorial. I know, right? I'm like waiting for every little thing. I knew this like yesterday, but I forgot 2 days ago. It's chore time. Chore time is in high demand downstairs. Oh, with the message. Love it. Thank you, Matheson. Yeah, it's chore time downstairs. Oh, I gotta type it. I forgot. Oh, not now. Okay, git commit -m updated. Right? What's happening? Oh, cool. Takakoda. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that should be good. Hit enter. Hold on 1 second. Hey. Okay. Git push origin master. U origin master? Last time I did the underscore U. Some kids need beating. They're getting beating. I'm trying to mitigate that. Oh, this again? All right. Gotta go into Git. Oh, man, and where's my phone? And it's not even, my phone's not even here. And I know for sure that GitHub is a long password one. Just push from VS Code. Can I just do that? That's not what I wanted to do. Fill out one password. Oh, great. Now my YouTube chat's gone. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is sucking. Sorry, guys. It's too hard. I have too many passwords hidden in too many places. And I don't even think this thing's going to let me paste it in. Okay, good. And then password, finally. 1Password on Windows is pretty crappy. Those of you who use it, do you agree? Like on Mac, 1Password is pretty good. On GitHub, 1Password, or on Windows, 1Password is crap. Getting salty, yeah. Oh man, look at that thing went flying. What were those? What are those little stormtroopers? Thank you, Blade. Deal with waiting on users to put in their passwords all the time. Is that right? Use some sort of customer service? Okay, I think it's fixed now. Okay. I have no idea where we're at. I have no idea what we were talking about. I know I need to go rescue my kids, or at least console them somewhat. 1Password 10 is good in Windows. Okay, maybe I need to try. I think I'm on like 1Password 7. Salt shakers. Oh, those were salt shakers. Nice. Don't use the app. I use the 1Password app on my phone and on my Mac all the time. But when I'm using Windows, I haven't wanted to pay to really get the full 1Password experience. Yeah, it's a Chrome plugin, but it doesn't totally integrate like it should. And that's why we've been talking about the swimmingly Bitwarden and how swimmingly it works. Bitwarden. Someday. Okay, I'm going to look. We're going to look at Twitch, and then we're going to sign off because I need to go hug my boy. He's having a breakdown. My poor Dawson. He gets picked on. Oop, and he just slammed a door. Nobody likes doing chores, and yeah, so they just go a bit nuts, and I don't like nuts. Oh, let's see, dashboard. We wanted to see. All this was just to see how many Twitch subscribers we're up to now. Last I looked, it was 109. 114. 114. Look at that. Woohoo! 114. Nice. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Okay. Well, changes not be saved. Wait, what's this thing doing now? This is asking me something I need to do with that. Why isn't it linked to Twitch? Nightbot doesn't work here. It should have. I think something broke. Nobody likes doing chores. Why not? I know. I don't mind. I feel like my whole life is chores. That's all I do. I go to work, which is better paid chores than most, but then I come home and I just do chores. It's life. But yeah, I think it's a lot of the way it is presented. It's amazing. Git doesn't trigger in Twitch. I'll have to go back in. I'll have to check. Maybe somehow Nightbot got unassigned in Twitch, and I need to redo something in it. Anything I need to do here as far as this done? I can't see the YouTube chat anymore. I closed it on accident. Look at Nightbot off stream and restart the connection. Yeah, I think that's right. I think that's right. Okay. Set up to track remote branch master from origin. Be safe. Back to work Monday. Oh yeah, Jeff, you going back to work Monday? Looks done. Okay. I'm just gonna exit. Yeah, we're gonna be cranking back up my work as well, which is gonna be a bit sad because it'll probably mean less streams, and I've really enjoyed the streams. At least less streams at this time of day. We can still try and do. We'll definitely still do Sundays, and we'll throw in some other days as often as I can. I have truly enjoyed it. And I want to keep it going. All right, good. The CCTV folder is gone. Thank you, Matheson. Thanks for checking that. All right, let's do this. I don't think anybody's going to want to come because they're all about to strangle each other.
It's time for sign off. It's time for sign off.
Good to be back to work after 3 weeks. Bum, 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 bum. Did we finish talking about anything? What else were we talking about? We did the database sensor. That was cool. We did... What else did we do? Oh, boy. You okay?
Yes.
You girls okay? What is this with your tummy? It's cute.
It's
It's
cute.
cute.
Going up.
It's cute, but... All right. I guess we're not getting the other kids, probably, because they're all stayed up too long. There's a ghost dog walker in your background. I noticed that, too. Did you see me looking at that? Like, here, look. There's people... Here's the dog and the person are here, but the dog and the person up here don't move. They just move their shadow in the water. See that?
That's creepy.
They're ghosts. Woo! All right. Well, kids, how should we sign off today? Should we sign off like kids who don't want to do chores?
Yes. I
Okay.
finished my chores.
You finished your chores? We're going to sign off like kids who don't want to do chores. Ready? As always, thanks for watching. Until next time, adios. Then we have to go slam the door. All right, everybody. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all your help. That was a good time. We'll see you tomorrow. I'll put the time in, whatever time it says. It'll probably be a little about this time, but maybe a little bit later. Okay.